commencing Operation Fight Super Robot Lifeform, also known as how many gimmicks can we fit into one continuity before the audience stops keeping track, pretenders pretending, headmasters losing their heads, Godmaster yelling choke on guts, victory turning into a soap opera about questionable parenting, zone speedrunning leaders faster than this podcast speedruns bad jokes, and Super Megatron showing up like he's the DLC nobody asked for. Let's see if the hosts are able to string all of this together into one coherent thought. My probability estimate is less than 0.02% rate of success, and that's if somehow all three of them left the bar mid-sentence. Now then, rant over. Let us tune into the show.
Hello and welcome to the podcast. Today we are currently recapping the events of the Transformers The Manga series. I'm Onyx, and with me are you guys have been with me for a long time, a long journey. My wonderful co-hosts.
Oh. It has been a wonderful time. And I'm Clickbait. Happy to be here.
Did you interrupt Kill0-byte?
Me? Interrupt you? No.
No, did Clickbait interrupt you?
No,
I did not hear.
No.
Oh, okay.
His mic cut out a little bit, but...
Oh, I said, hi, I'm Kill0-byte, I'm here.
Perfect. Moving on with our comic discussion for today's episode takes us to the Transformers The Manga series. And as always, spoiler warning, so if you haven't read all 3 volumes, we recommend you go read them. Yeah, go do that. And then come back and listen to the podcast. With that, really Clickbait, would you mind giving us the facts? And Kill0-byte, can you give us the trivia and summary?
Absolutely.
And we do recommend.
Oh, okay. Yes, we do recommend. Anyways, our fast facts for today. The number of comics we reviewed in this series is 50. The prologue was first released in May of 1985, with the final installment being released August of 1991. Our writer for the series was Masumi Kaneda, and our artist for the series was Ban Megami.
Time for some trivia. While the majority of this series follows along its cartoon counterpart, there are several issues that seem to do the opposite, putting the entire series into its own continuity that just so happens to share some storylines. Aha, I figured that was the case.
Yeah, they fool you at the beginning. They're like, is this the same continuity? And then they do a little switcheroo, and you're like, I guess it's not.
Now, time for some summaries. We put our heads on, we've gotten into the zone, and we have tried to master the Force to victory. But enough about us. Let's talk about some mangas. First, we fight with the headmasters for Planet Beast, since the Decepticons wanted its energy. Then we go to Earth to get the God Force energy. Then our Energon C gets stolen and fused with the Zodiac energy. Wait, why are there so many energies? Are they trying to make a new energy drink brand? I'll have to look into it. But in a while, so time for some special shoutouts. Like always, to our patrons, thank you so much for all your support. You're all amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You are wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is a continuity review. First things first, same as the first verse. We like to sandwich the compliments with the continuity. We'll talk about something good, and we'll put some questionable stuff in the middle, and then we'll end it with another good note. I think the humans call it a open-faced sandwich approach with an extra piece of bread on top.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
Yeah, correct. Correctamundo.
Yeah. I don't know what a sandwich is, but I'll try it.
I don't know either. Let's talk about what you liked or your favorite scenes from this series. I'll start off. I like seeing the Megatron team. Seeing them stand together and fire off a massive blast at the Autobots was pretty cool. I like that. That was fun. And the mystery behind them was like, is Megatron back? And there's more of them? Oh my.
He actually is back because he becomes Super Megatron.
He does. That's in a later issue. Those were we have Megatrons at home versions.
I guess it's my time. I really enjoyed reading about the Japanese exclusive characters. It was brief interactions, but they were fun, and I learned a little bit of who they are. I am interested in watching the shows to maybe learn a little bit more. I think the humor in it was very funny, and I'm glad it wasn't taking itself seriously, especially if it was like coming out in like newspapers or like, simple kid type of activities that they can just kind of pick it up, read it, and kind of go home and get excited. And the villains had a lot of funny scenes, like the mini cassettes for Sound Blaster just running away after he got launched, and a lot of like their reactions to either being attacked or their special moves. So I really enjoyed the silliness of the whole volumes that we read.
Nice. I enjoyed a lot of the action scenes. They were really silly. I enjoyed a lot of the battle banter when there was some. I liked getting to see the Seacons. I believe they were in this because we don't get to see them very often. And so it was fun being able to see the Seacons and getting to see Predaking. And obviously a highlight of like the entire series was Sky Gary. Look at him go. Love that guy. He's so cute.
I
It
would
was
you
so
mention
fun getting to
Sky
see him.
Gary. He was so last episode.
Well, he was, but like he was also really cute and he was really fun. And I also mentioned other characters, so excuse you.
No, you're right. Sky Gary takes the win. Rod Star for him exclusively.
Exclusively.
Hey, we should see if he wants to be on the podcast. Maybe a new co-host.
Yeah, we should make Sky
We
Gary
should.
Rod Stars just with his
Yeah,
face.
I think so. Shall we move on to the weakest parts of the series?
Yeah,
We shall.
let's do it.
Clickbait, would you like to start us off?
Sure. I think the weakest part of this series was pretty much the lack of a consistent plot. There was some of the issues had a little bit of a plot. They had kind of an overarching storyline that kind of zigzagged around a little bit, but it wasn't consistent, and a lot of the issues kind of didn't really have any discernible plot at all. And sometimes the writing was paced really weird, where there would be a ton of stuff happen in one episode and it wasn't long enough. And then there would be one where you just feel like they're going on and on and on and on, and they're not doing anything. So for me, it would just be kind of like the plot issues that they had, and then some of the pacing issues.
Fair points. Kill0-byte.
I think this series for new readers who aren't familiar with the Japanese shows is going to be very hard to read, since much of the plots are not explained, and most of the characters feel like they've already been introduced, but not to the reader, if that makes sense. Like they're there and they're expecting you to know these characters, and then you're like, but I don't really know them. So that I think that's going to be the hardest part of these volumes to get into it. So I think those are the weakest part, mostly just short stories and not a lot of cohesions between them. And then the characters feel like they want you to already know them, but you have never met them.
Yeah. I'll finish us off here. I think the majority of the writing or actual full plot was either things were never explained or they never had time to explain. Nothing really affecting the rest of the story, or the multiple MacGuffins being placed last minute in what felt like a way to end the issue the quickest. And that was unfortunate because like there was so much things they were building, but they were doing a lot of, well, here's the building already done, let's move on to the next thing. But you never got to see it get built, never got to see it pay off. It was just like bang, 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 fight scene, new character. It was just too crowded, I think. I think it would have done better if they took a step back and let things breathe or interact with other issues rather than each issue be a standalone story that was limited, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it does make sense.
All
I
right.
agree.
Let's move on to who is your favorite character in the series. Let's start with Kill0-byte.
I really enjoyed Diabolus. I know we got Diabolus towards the end of the issues, but I had met them before in the IDW run, but we don't really get to experience Diabolus too much. So this one, he was worse, but I did enjoy like his avatar-like powers because they controlled magma and they stopped Devastator from attacking one of the Autobots. And so they said that he can feel either their movements or something from Earth, so it feels like he can control elements. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then I really liked Six Shot's little fun short story where he was like, "I'm a nice guy, but I have a debt, so I got to repay it." And so that was very fun. So those are my top two. I would say were the most fun to find out about.
Good choices. Yeah, there's a lot of good characters in this one. Sorry, I'll take over next. Clickbait, you get the last one. Even though it was short lived, I think Gilthor was a fun character. The Optimus Megatron
Mhm.
hybrid that was controlled by Galvatron before being possessed by Starscream. That's a lot. And that's very interesting. I think it would have been fun to explore it. Alas, he got blown up towards the end. So would have liked to see more, unfortunately. And of course, the MVP of this entire series, Sky Gary, of course. Just the best spot around. The strongest leader there
Heck
is.
yeah.
Just the
Love
best.
him. MVP.
Clickbait.
There were a lot of characters. Honestly, it got to the point where it was really, really hard to keep track of some of the characters. I always love getting to see Predaking, but I think if it's like a character specific to this series, it'd be Leozak, just because I remember him very, very distinctly, and I got so many laughs out of him from that episode and that issue set. It was really great. So my favorite would probably be Leozak, and then obviously the Sky Gary, the MVP of this whole series.
Wow. Moving on to raw star rating. Remember, this is a continuity review. It is out of 10, but you can do halves. I'll start off with a solid 5. I feel like that is probably the average rating. I've jumped around between all of these volumes and issues. I've either given it a 2, 2.5, 3, or 3.5. May have given one a 4, but I think on average it would be a 5 out of 10.
I guess because we use out of 5. That makes sense. I was confused for a second, but that does make sense when you convert it to
Don't worry about
out
the
of
math. I think it checks out.
10. I think for me, I enjoy parts of this series, but I typically tend to be more of a fan of series that have a lot of lore, and a lot of character development, and a lot of world building. We didn't really see that here, which is fine because it kind of substituted it for silly gimmicks and one-offs and, silly one-liners, and it was still a cute show, but for what I enjoy, I would probably say it's like a 4 out of 10, because I know I rated it relatively on the lower side for most of the episodes, so I would give it a solid 4 out of 10.
Kill0-byte, that leaves you.
My turn with a 10 out of 10. No.
Oh my gosh.
I know at the beginning I
think
gave it a
you've
lot
made
of
this
high
joke
note.
every single time.
Yeah,
you come
I
in
think
like
you
5
have.
out of
It's
5,
always-
and then you actually
And
give
it's
your...
always funny. And it's always funny.
It'll
And
never
Don't you
get
feel that
old.
way?
it will never get old.
change.
Yeah, never, never. Why change if it
goodness.
works, I think towards the beginning, I gave it very high numbers, and then slowly as the issues went down, then I gave it lower numbers. But I think this is a solid 6 for me. Yes, it's not the most cohesive story. It doesn't have the most engaging plots, and it's not all of it interconnected. There's a lot of things missing because they want you to know these characters, but you don't know them. But I think it's pretty high up there because I think this is cool Transformers history. That as a Transformers fan, I'm happy that I got to read them and enjoy them. I may not know these characters. I may be missing some information, but I think it was a fun read. It gave me, I was excited to see what wacky shenanigans they were going to come up with next. And I don't know, it made me be a little kid again, excited to read about Transformers and kind of see what their adventures go, which I think is mostly the goal for these, is just kind of a little memory lane of what was done in the past and hoping for the future.
Well said.
Hmm.
You should write speeches. Moving on to Clickbait's quick quotes for the entire series.
It's time for Clickbait's quick quotes. Let's get this party started. I have 2 quick quotes coming at you today. Our first quick quote comes from Volume 2, Part 2, the Super God Master Force, issue number 4, spoken by Jinrai, and I think we all know where this is going. Take this, choke on guts. And then my second one
Do you hear
would
that?
be
Kill0-byte,
the
do you hear
silence.
the cyber crickets?
Yeah. See, I told you
My
already. This is
goodness.
how most of my jokes
Yeah.
land. It's obviously a good sign. Anyways, moving on to our second quick quote of the day is from Volume 3, Part 3, Operation Combination, spoken by Megatron. It's also, I believe, during the battle with Star Convoy. And he says, Star Convoy, I can show you how to burn like one. And that was really cute. It was really funny.
Burn!
It was one of those burns that sounds really cool in your head. I feel like when he said it, he was just like, dang. That
It's
did
100%
not
cool.
land
I don't
as
know.
much as I wanted.
No, 100%. It was great.
That was
I
pretty
really enjoyed that
lit.
again.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Moving us on. Listeners, what did you think of this series? How many raw stars would you like to give it? Let us know by leaving a comment below and what your favorite parts of this continuity was.
Please tell us.
If you would like to get in contact with us, you can send us an email at swervebarpodcast@gmail.com. That's SWERVESBAR podcast@gmail.com. Fantastic. Let's move on to the toys sharing section. Kill0-byte, would you like to go first?
Well, I was looking at my list, and I don't think I've gotten anything else other than Alchemist Prime and Vortex recently. I think I went through everything that we got at Cybfest. Unless I'm going to take credit here, I guess. I got a cool Overlord that somebody left at my place, and so now it's mine. It's the Titans Return Overlord. Love him. He's cool. He's great.
It's because you hid it in your room, so I would forget about it.
No, I did not. You said it did not fit in your luggage, and it was mine, and so now it's mine.
I did not say that. I'm pretty sure I did not say that.
If you're able to find one, recommended, because I think he's pretty close to his original toy. I love him very, very much. Thank you so much, Clickbait.
Oh my gosh. Kilo, I did not. I cannot believe this guy.
Would you like to rebuttal with yours?
I just have an Alchemist Prime, my little guy.
Wow, you sound so excited. I just have this man over here.
Well, I love the Primes. We all know that I'm a huge fan of the Primes. I love them all very deeply. There's some that are definitely cooler than others, and some they still have not yet revealed that I'm really excited about. I do like that they're bringing back the Cybertronian lettering on the back of the packaging, which is really nice. And then I like the look of Alchemist. I feel like he's very nice. It's interesting that they chose a truck, like a little armored truck vehicle for him. It's giving off very much like Bulkhead vibes, so I'm a little bit surprised they picked that as his alt mode. But I do love his bot mode. I like the way it looks a lot. I do agree that the glasses are a little bit extra chunky, and I would have liked to see like actual little glasses that just go on his little noggin.
Choke on hazard.
Oh no.
All right, I'll share mine. I don't know if I've shared this one before, but let's pretend we didn't. God. I have the Masterpiece Road Rage. Very nice. It's made of, I think, aluminum. It's got that nice cold feel on her feet, which is really cool. Aluminum, which is really cool because that means she can kind of stand however she wants because she's bottom heavy. Don't like how I'm saying this. But she's really cool. I like it. Transformation's very complicated and complex. I'm scared to do it again. But she's awesome. She's ready to rage the road. Don't like that either. Moving on. Are you two ready for what's next? Possibly Skybound continuity? Maybe something else? Listeners, leave a comment below on what you'd like to see us cover next. We're going to take a quick, short break. Probably a month or two, maybe 3 if we're unlucky. We'll see what happens.
We'll be back soon.
Can you take us out?
We will be back soon.
We will be back soon.
If you've enjoyed this episode, consider sharing it with your friends and subscribing. If you want to help out the show even further, we have started a Patreon. All of the proceeds will go to supporting the show and keeping the lights on. Of course, we have some tiers that offer other forms of gratitude, such as 3D files and entry to our Discord channel. You'll even get early access to our comic review videos a week before they're publicly released. We've also started a Redbubble, where we have all the kinds of merch for sale, ranging from pillows, stickers, and shower curtains. You can get our logo, secret art, and many other fun designs on all kinds of apparel. And as always, we hope you're all staying safe out there. Thank you so much for listening. Till all are one.
Till all are one.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Swerve Bar Podcast. You can find more on our link tree below. If you're interested in more content, try checking out the spin-off D&D series, Transform and Roll Out. Season 4, titled Reforged, is now available. Let's tune into a preview now.
You take me to my dad.
Daddy!
What do I look like? Anyway, yes.
Hi, we're the Protoforms. We'd like to talk to your leader.
Right.
Take me to your leader.
Take me to your leader.
And be like, I'm the Protoform you're looking for.
It's me. Spider-Bite and Bloodstorm just have their jaws on the floor.
Yeah, basically.
What?
Alright, I am going to pull that bubble gun out.
All right, well,
wait. Try it on yourself first before you shoot me with it, okay?
you just mark him on accident.
Yeah.
Tune into their YouTube channel for bonus content, such as video games containing funny comments, convention videos, and trendy shorts. Again, their links will be provided below. And if you're so inclined, check out their Redbubble, where you can get pins, t-shirts, and more. Or subscribe to their Patreon to access their Discord and get early access to content before it's publicly released. Till all are one. End transmission.